Okay, I am going to rate celebrities that I have met that have been on my flight, as I am working as a flight attendant. First, we have no other than Kim Kardashian West. We were flying from LA to New York. It was a red eye. She seriously was so sweet, but she did go to the lavatory with no shoes on. Next up, we have Conor McGregor. So before we actually board our flight, we do a debriefing as flight attendants, and we get a list if there's like government officials or celebrities or anyone on our flight. So I didn't even know who he was. I had asked my husband, but he didn't even speak to us. So 7 out of 10. Okay, if you know Elizabeth Berkley from Saved by the Bell, so freaking sweet. It was kind of crazy with her and her kid and the nanny, but she was so kind, just like an angel. 10 out of 10. Next, we have Rosie, who is our Victoria's Secret model. She was flying from New York to London. Smells amazing, looks photoshopped in real life. Didn't eat one thing from the aircraft or drink one thing from the aircraft. She only brought her spring water. 8 out of 10. She was kind. You are the girl I wanna be the papa, you can be the mom.
Looks like this, actually looks like this. Skin that looks like this, actually looks like this. And skin that looks like this, actually looks like this. Just stop comparing your skin to celebrities because theirs doesn't even look like that. It's all just filters, lighting, and Facetune.
Rating celebrities I met when I was a hostess in Manhattan, part 2. So to start off, we have Josh Peck. Him and his wife came in for a lunch reservation one day, and he was so friendly. I honestly think he's the nicest celebrity I've ever met. It fulfilled all my childhood dreams. 10 out of 10. So next up, we have Kendall Jenner. This is another one where I unfortunately did not have the best experience with them. She used to come in all the time and was pretty cold towards staff. She also usually has someone speak for her and doesn't speak directly to staff. I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt and say she's just shy. For my experiences with her, I have to give her like a 4 out of 10. Next up, we have Nick Jonas, another childhood fave. He came in with his friends one time and he was really normal and chill. Not too much to report on this, but he definitely seems like a nice guy. I'm gonna give him an 8 out of 10. Next up, we have the queen herself, aka Beyonce. This is definitely the most starstruck I've ever been. We didn't speak too much. Her and Jay-Z came in and I walked them to their table. But when she left, she made sure to look at me, give me a big smile, and say thank you. She's beautiful.
Rating celebrities I've met with my dog, Doug the Pug. Billie Eilish, I'm gonna say 10 out of 10. She was so down to earth and so chill and just so sweet. Ed Sheeran, 10 out of 10. He loved Doug and was literally holding him and twirling around the room with him. 10 out of 10. JoJo Siwa, 10 out of 10. She's so sweet and just humble and really cool, and I loved her. 10 out of 10. Cole Sprouse, 11 out of 10. He is one of the coolest, nicest, smartest, sweetest to Doug people we've ever met. Doug got to ride in a yacht with him. 11 out of 10. Noah Centineo, honestly, 4 out of 10. He said some rude things and just wasn't very nice and had a pretty big ego. So yeah, 4 out of 10. Demi Lovato, 11 out of 10. We got to go to her house. She was so nice. I love her so much. 11 out of 10. Like and follow for part 2.
Okay, I'm tired about hearing of rude celebrities. Have you or anyone you know ever shared a nice experience?
I win at this trend. This wasn't just a celebrity, this was my idol. When I was 15, I was eating in a crab shack in Delaware with my family when all of a sudden my eyes followed this one guy walking into the restaurant. And I was in such disbelief that it kind of took me a while to realize who it was, but when I did, I was so overwhelmed that I just started crying and I buried my head in the table. And I hear my mom say, "Oh, don't worry, he's just a really big fan, he's okay." This man comes to our table, pats me on the back, and I look up and he's just like, "Hey dude, what's up?" And for the next 20 minutes, he just sat and talked to me and my family like a regular-ass dude. But before he went back to his party, he says, "Make sure you say goodbye to me before you leave." So we walk outside, and he's standing there with his baby daughter, and there's all these fans trying to get a picture with him and stuff. He then walks through them, comes up to me, and says, "It was nice to meet you, Dylan. Keep playing that guitar." It was Dave Grohl. Changed my life.
Part 3 of rating celebrities that I've met at my old workplace. I've been waiting for this one. Y'all obviously know who the Ace family is by now, unless you live under a rock. These people are the most disgusting people I have ever met in my life. Not one thing that they do is real. First of all, walking in, they wanted all their services for free. Some celebrities are offered free services, but that's only if like they're providing something else for the company. Meaning like if they were to post a YouTube video in our nail salon. They took the video, did not post it, got their free services. This bitch was so done with her life, she looked like she was miserable. This fucking creep was like flirting with me in a weird way, but like not trying to get at me just to make conversation, but it made me really uncomfortable. And their poor fucking daughter, they were trying so hard to get like cute reactions out of her that were just so extremely fake. All I can say is that they're shit parents and like weird ass people. Like for part 4.
Fuck Donald Trump. Fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, nigga, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. Yeah, fuck.
Rating celebrities I met while I was a hostess in Manhattan, part 1. So first off, we have the Hadid sisters. These two are literally so nice, I cannot tell you enough things about them. They're super polite and friendly with staff, which unfortunately is rare for celebrities. 10 out of 10. Next up, we have MagCon star Cameron Dallas. I kind of had a bad experience with him. Him and his friend called after we were closed and insisted on a table and kind of pulled a "do you know who I am" moment. 4 out of 10, he was rude. Next up, we have Mrs. Bieber. This is gonna be controversial. I've met her a handful of times and every time she was not nice. I really wanna like her, but I have to give her like a 3.5 out of 10, sorry. Next up, we have Kylie. She was fine, but she tipped $20 on a $500 dinner bill. Do with that information what you will. For that, I'm giving her a 2 out of 10. Like for part 2.
What is your favorite celebrity interview moment? Mine would have to be during the Hunger Games press tour when Woody Harrelson and Liam Hemsworth were doing an interview together, and just then, even after he shot a whole movie with him, Woody Harrelson realized that Liam Hemsworth and Chris Hemsworth were related.
Go to Thunder. Some of that as well. Yeah.
Chris, if you could sleep for me.
Yeah, Chris Van Vliet. To be
And he does the same last name.
Yeah, they're brothers. Can you believe that?
Honestly, never put that together.
Congrats to both you guys on the film.
Congrats to both the brothers.
Yeah, no. Him and Chris. Like,
Just call that
cheers to them.
We never talked about that.
Oh my god.
Never even occurred to me.
You know, they kind of look similar. You see that?
Oh, that's. I mean, now that he mentions it, I totally get it.
What's a celebrity impression that you can do?
Okay, so I've done this before, but like those little kids in the Rugrats, you know, Chucky and Little Diaperhead. Okay, so. Don't you like it, Angelica? No, thanks. I'm too old for that silly kid stuff. Too old? Yeah, that means I got responsibilities now.
Anybody have any like wicked random celebrity beef?
So aside from the beef that I started on here with the cast from 13 Reasons Why, Tommy, if you're still around, water under the bridge. A couple weeks ago on Twitter, actually, you know what? Let me preface this by saying a lot of people don't know this, but the guy who plays Alaric on The Vampire Diaries, raging Trump supporter. He also has a history of really creepy behavior with his castmates. He was writing fan fiction under a Hispanic man's pen name, which is problematic in and of itself. It was basically about Alaric, who he plays, and an underage Elena, like, you know. And he was in interviews saying that he wanted Bonnie, Elena, and Alaric to have a threesome. Like, imagine having to go to work the next day after one of your coworkers gives an interview like that and just like film scenes with them like nothing happened. The dude's creepy. So a couple of weeks ago, him and Paul Wesley got into it a little bit on Twitter, mainly about the Trump stuff. It still makes me laugh. You can pause to read. I really don't think what I said was that out of pocket. But this man really, Matt, sweetie, if you are seeing this, don't dish it if you can't take
Fuck it. video that lives in your head rent free?
And he's in his dressing room right back there.
Okay, I'm tired about hearing of rude celebrities. Have you or anyone you know ever shared a nice experience with a celebrity?
Hell yeah. So back when I was a fry cook for Rockstars, I went on tour with this band called Disturbed, and we was in, I think, Kansas City, and the manager came into the green room and was like, hey, y'all are up in 5 minutes. And the lead singer was like, that's going to be a problem, dog, because the bassist is having sex. Well, the manager started flipping his shit and was like, what are you talking about? The crowd's getting restless. Y'all got to do something. The lead singer, David, looked at me and was like, what about you? I was like, what about me, homie? I can't sing. He's like, yeah, but you can tell jokes or something. Warm them up for us. So I grabbed the microphone and I went out on stage and I was just like, hey, what do y'all call a fish with no eye? And they went fucking nuts.
What is your favorite celebrity interview moment?
I'm in the far left lane and this black windowless van blows by me and hits the Porsche in front of me, knocking off their mirror. I can hear the woman scream from my car. I immediately jump on the phone. I call 911. They say, 911, what's your emergency? And I said, this is this black windowless van traveling eastbound on the 10 freeway, license plate Tango Charlie 371. Well, I'm on the 10. We are now crossing under the 405 under pursuit. And she goes, what? I'm sorry, sir, did you just say pursuit? And I said, no. She goes, sir, are you following the vehicle? And I was like, no, I'm not following the, sir, do not follow the vehicle. And so I go around to the back of the van and the windows are all been blacked out. And so I'm staying low. So if this is the back of the van, I'm staying low. So when the shotgun shoots out the back windows, it doesn't hit me. And I'm going like this, and I'm about to breach the van because I've done 55 tactical breaches on the TV show that's fake. And I'm about to go into the vehicle. I'm leaning through like this, and I look down, and I'm holding my finger.
Huh? What? Oh. Okay. Can we just also say we don't actually need gravity? But that's a different thing.
What do you mean by
I
that?
saw someone do this. Was this a TikTok? We were watching something where someone's like, we don't actually need gravity. We were watching this with me. Like, we actually don't need it.
I have Hello Kitty chopsticks, which shows that I love Hello Kitty. I'm a true fan, and I'm also not racist because I eat rice.
I'm a motherfucking Teletubby. I am a motherfucking Teletubby, and I don't mean that metaphorically. I am a literal Teletubby.
Here are a few of his favorites. Comment below who your favorite is.
Doug the Pug.
So it turns out my real grandpa might be a celebrity? Let's rewind. I did a DNA test because I found out that my grandma was sleeping around in the 60s and that my real grandpa could be anyone. So we've been looking for the right guy and using my grandma's old journals to match dates. And it turns out my grandma met Robert Redford, aka the Sundance Kid, in March of 1969. At a party at this guy John Foreman's house. And according to her, they went a lot further than a handshake. 9 months later, my mom was born. Maybe it's a coincidence? Or, be honest, Do you guys see the resemblance?
You watch me until I can't breathe, shaking, falling onto my knees. I have so much more to say to you, so don't go. Your keys.
Does anybody have any, like, wicked random celebrity beef?
My brother pushed an A-list celebrity out of an elevator. Back during the Bush administration, my brother was on Colin Powell's security detail back when he was Secretary of State. And they were in Vegas for something. For security reasons, at the hotel they were staying at, they had a whole elevator reserved for Colin Powell to use. While they're all in the elevator waiting for the doors to close, some guy walks up and tries to get in. And my brother, who is a large man, gets up in front of him and goes, "I'm sorry, sir, this elevator is reserved for the Secretary of State." This guy looks at him and says, "I'm sorry, do you know who I am?" To which my brother looks down on him and goes, "Yes, I do, Mr. DiCaprio." And then yeeted him off the elevator.
Celebrities that everybody knows but nobody knows. Okay, so first up we have Maroon 5. Now everybody knows Maroon 5 because like Sugar, all those songs, everybody knows them. But honestly, we only know him. Like, how many people are in Maroon 5? We don't know that. Sometimes there's 7, sometimes just 5. I don't know. I don't recognize any of them, but that's that. Second, the Chainsmokers. They have so many famous songs, but who the f are they? Like, you could pull up 2 white dudes and I would believe that that's the Chainsmokers. I'm not gonna lie. And then obviously Marshmello, everybody knows, but nobody knows. Imagine Dragons. I literally had never seen any of these faces before. I searched it up right now. Coldplay. Who are all? I only know him, Chris Martin, but like, who are the rest of them? I don't know. This chick, do you know her? No. Now do you know her? Yes. Do you know him? No. What about if I sing somebody that I used to know? Now you know him. Maybe it's just me, but I don't know.
Celebrity interview moment.
Your hair changes dramatically, from short to long. Do you wear wigs?
No, I do not.
Have you worn wigs?
No, I have not.
Will you wear wigs?
Maybe.
When will you wear wigs? Mr. Woods, I will ask you, coming to the end of my... I must close.
I found this funny TikTok now when you see it.
What's a video that lives in your head rent free? What is it, Natalie? I need to know. What video lives in your head rent free?
Oh my god!
Wait, what
How'd
is
you get that?
I had to record a video just for you.
Dude, she's like untouchable.
Hey yo, stand next to a picture of a celebrity everybody tells you look like. It don't matter if they ugly or if they valid, you feel me? Show me what you look like, fool.